What about for people with lupus and other things like that? Because sometimes they might be concerned about boosting their immune system. Correct?
Yeah, well, this doesn't boost the immune system. It has antiviral and anti-cholesterol, antimicrobial properties, as well as anti-inflammatory. So it'd be good for lupus.
Hello everyone, this is Artemisia.
Why is a powerful, science-backed herb being ignored and even restricted? Who is at benefit here? People or pharmaceuticals? The truth might shock you. But could a natural remedy be so effective that the pharmaceutical industry wants to keep it hidden? In this video, we'll reveal why Artemisia Annua, a plant with proven benefits, is surrounded by so much controversy. Who causes this controversy, and for what gain? Stay tuned to uncover the truth.
So we're asking what's behind this ban. Now, some suggest it's all about the financial interests of Big Pharma that have turned malaria into a business.
Number 1. What is Artemisia Annua?
Malaria is a very big public health problem. You have to have very inexpensive drugs to really treat it widely and effectively.
Artemisia Annua is a Chinese herbal plant with a history of more than 2,000 years. It is known for its numerous benefits and is used in Chinese medicine. In ancient China, the leaves of Artemisia Annua were carefully collected and dried to be used in various herbal treatments. The herb was well known for reducing fever and helping with malaria, and due to this benefit, it eventually moved to other countries. Interestingly, during the Vietnam War, Artemisia's seeds were supplied to Vietnam by the Chinese government as an effective treatment for widespread malaria among the army. However, it took many years to reach Europe and Africa. In the 1980s, the plant was imported by the Medicinal Plants Research Institute in Switzerland, Mediplant. Mediplant was closely involved with malaria control programs in East Africa. By 1994, its scientists started an Artemisia hybridization program, which resulted in dramatically higher yields than wild plants. Hybrid seeds were tested at several locations, and they performed well. That was how they reached East Africa, and a company commercialized them, seeing their potential. Farmers were approached to grow Artemisia, and its processing started in different African countries, like Kenya, Tanzania, Uganda, and Madagascar. Later, hybrids of Artemisia Annua were developed widely in China, Vietnam, and India to maximize plant output.
Some consider Artemisia a dangerous plant. It's even banned in some countries.
Tu Youyou's winning the Nobel Prize in 2015 was a proud moment in herbal medicine history. It was a Nobel Prize for Artemisia Annua itself. Tu Youyou was the first Chinese scientist to receive a Nobel Prize in a scientific category. She used the centuries-old herb and extracted a compound, Artemisinin, from it, winning her the first Nobel Prize for China. What's more, she did that without a medical degree. Nowadays, Artemisia Annua is widely grown on a larger scale in Asia, Africa, and China. Also known as sweet wormwood or Qinghao in herbal medicine, it is not an easy plant to cultivate. Still, farmers are eager to plant Artemisia, realizing its potential to deliver a product important to health and generate higher profits than traditional cash crops. Number 2. The science behind Artemisia Annua. Now, what accounts for the widespread popularity of Artemisia and its even winning a Nobel Prize? Certainly, there has to be something special about this herb. The high demand for Artemisinin is due to its essential compound, Artemisinins, which is the main component of ACTs. Many compounds, including flavonoids, lipids, phenolics, purines, steroids, and triterpenoids, have been extracted from Artemisia Annua. The main compound found in this herb is Artemisinin, which holds antimicrobial and antifungal properties. It can inhibit the parasite responsible for the most severe form of malaria. Artemisinin's antibacterial properties have been positively tested on a wide range of bacteria, such as E. coli. In simple words, Artemisinin damages the protein in malaria parasites and kills them. Thus, it is an anti-malarial herb with miraculous results. Artemisinin-based combination treatments are now generally accepted as the best treatments, saving millions of lives. Its medicinal benefits are not limited to fevers, but include anti-inflammatory and antioxidant qualities that have several health benefits and help with several chronic conditions. Besides its medicinal properties, its oil is used in cosmetics, aromatic, and perfume industries. The herb is also used as a flavoring agent such as vermouth. Number 3. Artemisia Annua's proven ability to fight malaria. Malaria is a mass killer that can go out of control if not contained. Pharmaceutical drugs used in treating malaria, chloroquine and sulfadoxine pyrimethamine, are no longer effective in tropical countries due to the resistance they have developed with these drugs. Needless to say, they are highly expensive, and developing countries can't afford them. Ho-Hei-Chu recommends artemisinin-based combination treatments and accepts them as the best treatment for uncomplicated falciparum malaria. Several herbal remedies made of Artemisia dry leaves are suggested to treat and prevent malaria.
Malaria is a very big public health problem. You have to have very inexpensive drugs to really treat it widely and effectively.
World Health Organization supports artemisinin-based combination treatments. This treatment uses combinations of an artemisinin derivative with an anti-malarial drug. ACTs have the potential to ensure recovery if the partner drug is effective, and they are generally well tolerated. This combination enhances treatment effectiveness and helps prevent the parasite from developing drug resistance. WHO recommends the treatment due to its efficacy, safety, reduced risk, and wide availability.
Every year, this disease claims 500,000 victims, most of which are children. In high-risk zones, 1 child in 5 dies of malaria.
Despite its effectiveness, there is a twist to the story. Though WHO has approved ACTs as the first line of treatment for malaria since 2001, it still discourages brewing tea of its dried leaves. To be precise, it discourages and even bans the use of Artemisia tea as a treatment for malaria. But why does the WHO consider it ineffective in tea form? There are many reasons, and all are based on scientific facts. First, the content of artemisinin in the leaves is influenced by many genetic, agricultural, and environmental factors. Artemisia leaves are not very water-soluble, which means the dosage of artemisinin absorbed through the tea's dry leaf is very low. The highest concentration of artemisinin released in 1 liter of tea is still less than 20% of that contained in 500 milligrams of its pharmaceutical dose. It is poorly soluble in water and unstable at high temperatures. Patients would be required to drink as much as 5 liters of this tea daily for a minimum of 7 consecutive days, making malaria treatment very difficult. In practice, malaria patients drink only 1 liter, thus receiving an insufficient dose of artemisinin to eliminate the parasites. Then there are other factors to consider, like Artemisia plants' harvesting method, time, drying procedures, and even storage conditions. The leaves require a very specific temperature for storage. If kept above 20 degrees Celsius with high relative humidity, it can cause a substantial loss of artemisinin content. With too many ifs and buts here, malaria can escalate out of hand if left untreated. Artemisia is not recommended as a self-reliant supply of artemisinin in tea form for treating or preventing malaria. Mass exposure of the parasites to small, ineffective doses can cause resistance to artemisinin. Therefore, the WHO does not recommend this herb as the first-line treatment for malaria. Number 4. Parasite cleansing and gut health benefits.
A happy gut contributes significantly to overall well-being.
Though the WHO does not recommend Artemisia Annua tea for treating malaria, nobody can deny the beneficial properties of the plant and its extracts. It still contains too many other medicinal properties to be ignored. In fact, its promising effects on gut health are becoming widely popular. That's because Artemisia annua plant extracts are rich in various bioactive constituents. These constituents have been shown to improve intestinal barrier function and regulate the gut microbiota. They also help produce metabolites that support gut health. Healthy individuals have trillions of microorganisms distributed throughout their gastrointestinal tract, collectively known as the gut flora or microbiome. These microorganisms play a fundamental role in many functions, including nutrient production and absorption, metabolic health, immune system regulation, and defense against infections. This herb offers inhibitory effects against several pathogenic organisms that can harm the gut microbiome, such as parasites, bacteria, viruses, and fungi. Many studies also support the beneficial effects of Artemisia annua on gut dysbiosis, an imbalance in the gut's microbial community. Artemisia annua inhibits harmful microorganisms and supports the growth of beneficial bacteria. In this situation, it can be a healthy alternative to antibiotics. Recently, there has been a great debate about prohibiting the use of antibiotics, which has prompted people to search for plant-based substitutes. Pharmaceutical antibiotics and antiparasitic drugs used to treat gut parasites can disrupt the healthy microbiota in the stomach. This can cause other gastrointestinal issues and some neurological side effects. Prolonged use of these drugs can also damage the kidneys and liver. So, the herbal extracts help balance gut microbiota by targeting pathogenic bacteria without disrupting beneficial bacteria. Number 5. The herb's immune-boosting properties.
It's also an anti-inflammatory, which is interesting because if you boost the immune system, then you get inflammation.
Wow.
Remember we talk about the bioactive compounds in Artemisia Annua? Their benefits are too many. They also help us fight infections. It is because of them this wonder herb has its antiviral, antibacterial, and antifungal properties of Artemisia. That makes it gives an instant boost to our immune system. Artemisia annua's antioxidant properties also reduce oxidative stress, a commonly known factor in combating infections. Many immune-mediated inflammatory diseases are caused by dysregulation of the immune system. These diseases can cause inflammation and damage target organs, such as rheumatoid arthritis. Artemisinin and its derivatives have been shown to impact immune cells. It exerts therapeutic effects on inflammatory diseases like rheumatoid arthritis, psoriatic skin inflammation, IBD, and multiple sclerosis, to name a few. A 2021 study, Phytochemical Analysis and Anti-Inflammatory Activity of Artemisia Annua, evaluated the plant's biological activity in the presence of an inflammatory stimulus. Artemisia annua has been extensively studied for its antimicrobial properties. It has exhibited inhibitory activity against various bacteria, viruses, and parasites. Number 6. Powerful antioxidants and anti-inflammatory effects. As we already discussed the amazing compounds hidden in Artemisia, the most amazing part of these compounds is their antioxidant and anti-inflammatory properties. Now, if you don't know what it means, let me help you. Anti-inflammatory properties mean that they can reduce inflammation and neutralize free radicals. There is a lot of science here, but in simple words, free radicals naturally occur in our body, and their overproduction can cause oxidative stress. Artemisia helps prevent this oxidative stress. Thus, it reduces inflammation, boosts immunity, and helps prevent chronic diseases like cancer, cardiovascular disorders, and aging. It protects cells from oxidative damage and enhances DNA repair mechanisms. Number 7. The herb's role in liver health and detoxification. In addition to its immense benefits, Artemisia annua contains some beneficial properties for the liver. The liver plays an important role in discharging various toxic substances from the body. Recent studies have shown that Artemisinin, its derivatives, and antioxidant compounds like flavonoids and polyphenols help protect liver cells. Artemisinin supports liver function by increasing the activity of detoxifying enzymes, which help the liver neutralize toxins effectively. Besides, Artemisia annua's efficacy is also tested for the recovery of liver diseases. Not only has it proved effective, but it has also been shown to protect hepatic cells and tissues from oxidative stresses and inflammatory damage. A 2021 study even proves the effectiveness of Artemisia annua against coronavirus 2. It showed excellent activity of Artemisinin-based treatment against the severe acute respiratory syndrome of coronavirus 2 in human cell lines. Number 8. Why is Artemisia annua banned or restricted in some countries? One wonders why some countries ban or restrict the use of herbs with such potential benefits and medicinal properties. While the World Health Organization backs an Artemisinin-based combination therapy, it does not recommend using this plant material, especially in tea form, to prevent malaria.
A plant that originated in China.
This plant is illegal in France.
While it has been used for 2,000 years to treat malaria, countries like France have banned the herb. The reasons for this can vary, including safety, improper use, or potential side effects. This ban on or regulation of Artemisia annua is not because the plant causes harm, but because of its misuse. In many countries, Artemisia is not banned, but strictly regulated. In Europe, Australia, the USA, and even China, herbal medicines like Artemisia annua are strictly prohibited. In America, the FDA does not approve Artemisia annua or its extracts for any medical use, including malaria treatment, unless they are part of an Artemisinin-based combination therapy prescribed by a healthcare provider. So, it is allowed as an herbal medicine, but the clinical use of Artemisia annua to treat malaria is strongly regulated. Number 9. Is Big Pharma keeping this herb hidden? Pharmaceutical companies thrive on profit. The idea of people finding solutions in herbal medicines that can be easily grown and are much cheaper than their expensive drugs is not very appealing to them. This is unacceptable for these profit-mongering industries. It is a survival matter for them.
we'll have to have drugs and vaccines and other things to do these eradications.
So, there is no doubt that they are after these plant-based medicines that threaten their existence. Nobody can deny the presence of miraculous compounds in the herb or its beneficial effects, but they still try to discredit the herb or its dry leaves as they want to monopolize this as well. They want to sell drugs containing Artemisinin, but discourage people from using the dry leaves or raw form.
The products of pharmaceutical firms get a green light, while a plant that has achieved good results remains prohibited. So we ask ourselves why. Perhaps it's more profitable to have a patient who remains a client.
Natural remedies cost less, are widely accessible, and have little to no side effects. In contrast, pharmaceutical medicines may cause many other issues while treating one, and are insanely expensive as well. Number 10. How to use Artemisia Annua for maximum benefits. So naturally, a treatment that is too effective and easily available threatens the existence of these companies. But pharmaceutical propaganda shouldn't blind us to the numerous benefits of Artemisia Annua. The herb is too valuable to be discarded or ignored. Its benefits to the immune system and its antioxidant and anti-inflammatory properties can help us fight many diseases.
The tea has been used in China for 2,000 years.
Artemisia tea has proven to be a very positive element in our lives.
Brewing Artemisia tea is an easy way to benefit from it. The herbal tea provides a controlled amount of Artemisinin, which is not easily soluble in water. A proper brewing method should be used. You can leave a tablespoon of dried Artemisia leaves powder or 250 g in hot water and let it steep for 5 to 10 minutes. Strain and let it cool before taking it. If you are not a fan of herbal tea, you can also take this herb in capsule form. They are easier to take and contain powdered Artemisia leaves. You can take them as a dietary supplement. Make sure you buy from reliable sources without any additives and use proper storage methods. It can be taken to improve gut health, boost immunity, and simply absorb the therapeutic properties of this herb. Despite being a dietary supplement, Artemisia Annua's benefits go beyond that. Its essential oil can be used for topical use. The oil's anti-inflammatory properties soothe the skin and heal it from rashes and irritation. Take a few drops on your palm and rub them on the affected area. However, a patch test is always recommended for any topical oil to ensure that your skin is not allergic to any of the substances present in the oil. Besides its essential oil, Artemisia extracts are also used in the cosmetic industry. Due to their immense potential, they are gaining popularity in the beauty industry as well. Cosmetics containing Artemisia Annua effectively increase skin hydration while reducing transepidermal water loss, resulting in well-nourished skin. Creams or lotions containing Artemisia Annua extract can inhibit skin inflammation, repair the skin barrier, improve damaged skin, and reduce redness and other symptoms of sensitive skin. Number 11. Side effects and precautions. You need to know, like any other herbal medicine, Artemisia Annua can have some side effects. These are primarily due to prolonged and unregulated dosage. Some of its side effects can be digestive, like stomach aches, vomiting, decreased appetite, and flu-like symptoms. It can also cause diarrhea and low heart rate. Most of these side effects are caused by its high dosage.
Artemisinin has to be taken in a special way. The problem is that when you take Artemisinin on a regular basis, it stops being absorbed by the intestinal tract in any significant way.
As a plant, the herb may also contain pollen grains that can cause allergic reactions. So, if you are starting to use it, watch out for allergic reactions as well. Prolonged use of Artemisia Annua can also cause liver toxicity. So, here are a few safety recommendations. Always use the recommended amount and don't exceed the limit. Watch out for allergic reactions if you are a first-time user. Don't self-diagnose yourself. Taking supplements should be fine for infections or to boost immunity, but don't use them for a long period. If you are about to start taking Artemisia supplements for any specific health issue, discuss it with your healthcare provider first. Also, discuss taking it as a supplement if you are already on medicine to make sure it does not interact with your drugs. And as recommended by WHO, one should not use it as a first-line treatment for malaria. Number 12. Why you need to pay attention to this now.
Losing Artemisinin would be a catastrophe for the WHO. It's a huge business.
As a consumer, it is high time you stood up for what is best for you and didn't allow your fate to be in the hands of pharmaceutical companies. These are centuries-old medicines, and people have been benefiting from them for ages. Also, it is important to look elsewhere and not trust these commercial companies blindly. It's high time we opened our eyes and looked for natural remedies. A rising global interest in Artemisia annua has made people look at herbal medicines from a different eye. If we want a safe future, we need to rely less on pharma drugs and find more natural remedies. These remedies will keep us close to the earth and help us restore the ecosystem of this planet as well. Instead of establishing more drug factories, we need to cultivate herbs like Artemisia annua and save everyone. The controversy around Artemisia annua isn't just about herbal medicine, it's about access to powerful natural treatment at an affordable rate. This undervalued medicinal plant has an essential place in modern medicine, owing to the multitude of benefits that nature has been providing through millions of years of evolution. What are your thoughts about this herbal plant? Should more people know about Artemisia annua? Drop your thoughts in the comments and subscribe for more natural health revelations.